It's been a thing like a year or so ago.
Oh, yeah, but now I'm really curious as to what he builds in the late game. Nice stun coming out from Noob, and first blood secured onto Laurel. And circles around in the team fight. You could be pretty nasty to try and deal with.
That said, I would imagine the spell amplification later on, decent bit of space for the sniper to get last hits, give him cover, deward the lane, try to keep him alive as he got owned early, but instead, oh no, looks like they're going to get a little bit of revenge onto this Clockwork.
We're trying to go for a brawl, but there's not necessarily the most amount of damage, and the heroes are reasonably, especially the supports, are reasonably hard to kill / tanky. IO, Clockwork, hard to kill, and mobile. Tiny, super tanky. Mirana can leap away. Speaking of leaping, there's a charge forward. They manage to get the control in onto Noob, and the assassinate from Lol gets the kill. Push away from Mira, but with the Laguna from TA2K, it's going to be Mira in a lot of trouble, and the Tiny should fall. He's just trying to drag them away as much as possible and keep them distracted before he falls.
Such good stalls, still not taking out all the avalanche on the 3 to follow.
In black holes, they have one BKB interrupt on the side of Ooredoo Thunders, and that's the hook shot, but the hook shot is kind of hard to connect inside a big black hole play towards mid. Was I'm
starting to get those Maledict levels, has his ult of course, and it's the Mirana again caught out. Not so fortunate this time. The Phantasm with the response, all that The favor still in the way of Team Spirit, but at least early on with this lead, Ooredoo is finding the success as we start this team fight. Tiny with the immediate counteraction into the Witch Doctor. That Guardian Greaves and Sustain with the IO is so strong, but the black hole separates them in a way that IO can't.
Aspect, hook shot comes in, control onto Laurel. They're trying to burst him down quickly. They have some CK illusions, but the bounce coming in. Yatoro needs to get away. They don't have black hole, and that's exactly why Ooredoo is getting so aggressive. They don't have anything really to fear with the black hole on cooldown, and they find themselves the tier 1 tower towards mid plus a double kill. Ooredoo. Oh, they gotta be careful. Mirana ulti has been used. They spot Noob, but the relocate comes in. Could get a nice black hole play there onto the relocate targets, but they're just gonna back off on the side of Team Spirit. The risk is a little bit too high, and Collapse is actually going to get caught as well. They find another double kill.
Just all
you are on the map. And speaking of which, they're heading out towards top. It is going to be the Tiny that gets caught out, and another quick kill secured for the side of Ooredoo Thunders. Even another one, because Kaori gets Collapse on the back end with the relocate behind it. Collapse is going to get caught out again, and another double kill in the top lane. Ooredoo just
going for the Mage Slayer soon.
In for Kaori.
Using the Echo Saber to get the BKB, wants to transfer and get full value out of it. But now with the Phantasm having to force the fight, closes the Leshrac directly on him, but instead it's the Mirana ult being used and just trying to desperately run away, using the IO balls to identify, forcing the BKB teleport out to try to escape, and it is successful.
Stats to keep him alive. The sniper just needs to not get caught by the Clockwork. That's the big downside. He has been hunted every single time. Speaking of hunted, Mira with another tossback play onto Kaori. They do manage to get the quick kill. However, Yotaro is actually dealing a lot of damage to Voiter, but his BKB has been used, so he needs to back off. They want to re-engage.
It doesn't matter. The IO's shutting up the Witch Doctor. Yeah, they're going to try to run from this. They've been caught out. They have the info.
Oh, that good drive back from Yatoro!
But they were able to get that's such a clutch to catch the Lina off guard. Catch her out. The illusions are removed. The Maledict's on this CK, and of course he still has that armlet toggle, so he has to be so careful about this. The Witch Doctor able to confirm the kill on Yotaro, despite as good as the play was, trying to get the sniper to start right-clicking down the Lesh, start going back for the creeps, and this fight is sustained. It's still going. Now with the re-initiation from Ooredoo.
Yatro, there is a fight brewing. Miposhka's arrow, I think, just gave enough vision, but there's a hook shot coming in.
Beautiful hook shot.
But Yatro pops a
There's
BKB.
no Phantasm.
And the tossback play as well. The Witch Doctor's just melting. Oh, the relocate save!
Oh. Going to cost the IO's life. They're already pinging the spot. They know. They know where this IO is going to be. And they're going to actually waiting, just setting up for the team fight. That's a beautiful Glutton arrow onto 3.
But the LSA misses.
Staff, everyone escapes out of it.
The LSA completely does not target anyone. They will lose 2 in the process, though. And Roche spawns in 10 seconds. Yeah, Enigma has the BKB just barely done now. Oh, noob, what a catch. What a catch. Collapse down, and now you don't have much to fear.
Doctor, yeah. Or stay alive.
And Miposhka gets blown up.
That's a costly pick to lose. You're already down 1, and they're trying to force this team.
One of the hardest, most annoying heroes, considering the actual insane range that the hero has. Oh my lord, noob. That catch. Has the Scythe of Ice now as well, so they've got so much lockdown available. If you make a mistake, you could still lose this game pretty easily. And, they definitely feel that way. Out in the open, Mira is going to get jumped by Corey, but Corey has a Blink Dagger of his own. And this time Mira will not be able to get out. Quickly dealt with by TA2K, who...
with the silver
oh
edge.
No.
Oh no, it's the Tiny. Once again, Mira caught out, taken down. And that Shiva's going to successfully connect on, and the Maledict forces the CK to BKB early, do what he can, try to right-click against this Lesh, but it's not nearly enough damage, and the Laguna Blade to follow up. Your Taro is out without being able to even put in a fight. Oh my god, this Lina.
Yep. TA2K does a lot of damage, and there's no buyback available on the CK, so currently it's all on a collapsed black hole play. Hookshot was used, so that's the only advance.
She's the success to freely push down this mid lane, though her team isn't with her, trying to cut those creeps.
She is stunned for a
And
pretty
it's a
lengthy
good
time. And
stun combo. Oh, the toss though. That's a bit of a mistake. Almost fully catching her out. The IO will save her.
oh, but the noob is dead. Black
There
hole
we
on
go.
the 3.
Phantasm
Oh, the hook
and the
shot
black
play
hole.
from Corey. It's huge. Collapse gets interrupted,
Oh.
and there is TA2K with the buyback of the Lesh. They are back in the fray.
That was their one opportunity, I suppose.
That's a game-saving play there from the hook shot, the clockwork. They are going to get a jump up to Noob, who of course does not have a buyback available. Yatoro get destroyed right there with the Laguna Blade thrown out, and TA2K is just trying to finish them off. Laurel takes a heap of damage. In return, though, still doing some damage as well, but the Ancient's under siege, and the Ancient should fall with their immense push. The GG gets called, and it's Team Spirit losing game number 1. Again, every single time with Rocket Flare. Now they've got the Rocket Flare, they've got the Hawks, they've got Shrapnel, they got...
Might even find the first blood in a second. I feel like getting a little bit too exposed. The Phoenix Dive will be able to confirm at the Fairy Fire with the save. Even then, still, the Spark rotating it. And besides the contest of that first blood, looking to get a little bit more, this Rubik could be going down again. It said things were being quite peaceful, so there will be an end to that. The trade of the support.
At least his HP was dropping. I assume they're taking... Yeah, they took the tier 1 tower towards top. So that's a very early tier 1 tower top. Omar is going to get caught inside the cogs. And Tiny has incredibly terrible attack speed, so on is pushing that lane is going to be a lot scarier. Oh, that Nature's Prophet ulti does a significant amount of damage in mid-core. He's going to get caught as well. Omar needs to run away. Miposhka's trying to get the battery assault slow. Omar, nice toss, but is it going to keep him alive? Not really, because there is the Treant army coming into play, and Laurel gets himself a double kill. Mira has a haste rune and is just body blocking Noob to see if the rest of his team can catch up to this Death Prophet. Lift up, drag back. Actually, now Mira is the one that needs to be careful himself. Same with Laurel. Noob is a DP. You have to respect it. Is he going to be able to get the kill? Laurel is going to get taken down, and Noob will be able to find 2 kills. Does die to the spells yet. That will come in slightly later down the line with the heroes that they are playing, the 4 staffs and such. So Corey has a TP in a second, and will go for the TP attempt, but the hook shot from Aposhka interrupts him mid-flight, and the Phoenix will be caught. That's a really nice catch, and also reasonably timely level 6. Ravage gets blown, H Prophet, can he get the TP out? Jethro, no, interrupted in the TP, and that is a very big kill.
Be on the Slark. It could go for this Tidehunter again, now with him being a little bit too open in front of the lane. You can see he uses that pipe to help keep him alive. But
from behind, the flank?
From Team Spirit. Yeah, the flank from behind. Hold on a second. This Tidehunter is just stalling for all the time in the world. Siphon's fully focused on the Rubik, which gives them time to finish off the Tidehunter, and now they can turn around and follow up, starting to chase down these other players. The Nature's Prophet able to freely rotate in. The Assassinate to try to slow her down, and the Roar to keep the distance, and now the Nature's able to run. Stop teleports, I guess.
Yeah, that might be it.
Just in case. Oh, the Exorcism pop, Miposhka going for that early contact on the Phoenix with the Rubik. Instead, they both should be taken out as the full Ooredoo team is here.
TA2K, he has his Diffusal Blade now done, so it's going to be the Hurricane Pike, so he's just immediately making sure that he has as much mobility as possible.
And the entire idea is they want to rely on the root. Use this Atos with. They went for it. Certainly makes sense now.
Mira's going for a 4 staff as well. They're all building 4 staffs on the side of Team Spirit. They need it against the Slark. They need it against the Rod of 8. They need it against all the roots that they have. And Laurel actually is trying to get away. Can they keep control over Laurel? He's dropping low. Actually, TP gets cancelled there by the Nate's Prophet because that could have been very deadly in the prop.
$15 bet for as a new customer through BetBoom. You see those odds very contentious. Still the favor towards Team Spirit. But Ooredoo, the respect now. The odds not the 4 they were in the first game.
Oh, Collapse is dead. They know. Well, Yatro is going to TP in. Noob actually is a bit out of mana right now and trying to catch up to get the Spirit Siphons, but they have so much mobility on their side. Falling back, TA2K and Voiter. Can they get away? It seems that is going to be a success on their part. They find
as you'll have the Natures directly in the fray for you anyways.
Well, they're going Roche, but there's this Ooredoo has a really good Roche fight lineup. Phoenix Egg behind the pit, Ravage, toss back play coming in from Omar. They're going from Maboshko, who gets the hook shot in, dropping low. The Roar gets thrown out, but they are bursting down the DP. Noob is actually just straight up dead. The damage coming out from Yatro is a little bit more than they would have liked, but he's going to get controlled immediately afterwards. CA2K, do they want to extend this chase for more? He does not have his ulti, so he is going to back off, and with the Maposhka buyback, the question is, are they going to continue Roche? There is no Phoenix Egg available. There is still a very scary Watermelon in the front.
They have the boars to let them, certainly they will. Maposhka with Mira, able to just lift the Tidehunter, keep him stalled out of the pit. And you can see he's just taking the team fight and the Roshan at the same time. Ravage eventually forced out.
Oh.
And they give a little bit
Laurel?
too much space. This Nature's is still dead, and Laurel doesn't have the same traditional right click. Able to just barely catch Omar. Relying on that concussive grenade. Not only does it give him escape, it gives him chase, it would appear. And that Death Prophet has respawned, forcing the Natures after he teleports in to BKB immediately. But those boars with the taking ancient creep, letting them still get that Aegis and hand it to that Nature's and obtain that gold.
That stage was just superb because you outranged everyone else on the enemy team.
Now that'd be like a 20 or level 25 talent.
Yeah, all the cast range talents got removed, obviously. There's going to be a chase onto the Beastmaster. His team was already backing up. Collapse was the last one lingering about.
Ported away, but it's to catch this Phoenix egg, trying to right-click it down.
Gattro?
He is okay. He's able to find the kill, but now that means all the rotations can come in. The Tidehunter's right on him. He has no BKB to escape. There's 7 seconds left on this Aegis, so good value there. So he has no cooldowns to escape. And the Quelling Blade comes in, the stun AoE from the Tiny, and they'll just easily take him out twice.
And that's the...
Doesn't feel worth it.
Oh, Laurel is going to try and disengage, but the bounce was perfect from TA2K. He doesn't have more
the missed
mobility.
Chance from the Beastmaster, and that Ags
The toss forward.
Assassinate helps get the damage.
Oh!
But the toss from the Tiny, and a failure to hookshot in, but it doesn't matter. The Nature's able to clutch it out just for a second. If it wasn't for the continued lockdown, the Tidehunter to follow. Sure, they're able to right-click the egg down with the Natures, but the rest of the team's been removed. This Beastmaster just has to do the best he can to run. But what are you going to do when all of Ooredoo can hunt you down? They may not have globals, but it effectively feels like it.
He secured that they want. They have the shard already on... Ooh, not again. Yatro is going to get jumped. Collapse is nearby. They're going to go in. The roar gets thrown out onto the Tiny, but they need to run away because on the other side there are chases coming in. And Collapse just barely gets the TP out. I guess the second. Not a bad choice here for Rubik. I definitely think that Rubik will be enjoying that one massively. Catch onto the Phoenix, who does of course have the egg, drops the egg. There's a great avalanche coming in that's locking them down to the... Can they kill off the Phoenix egg? It's dropping low. The Phoenix egg gets taken out, but they lose 2 of their main cores in the process. And right now, TA2K, there's nothing to hold him back. They find huge catches. Both the Sniper and the Nature's Prophet out, and Collapse will try to run away. The chase is there, goes for the TP. Together with the Beastmaster toss back play.
Competition of the split push.
And they managed to get themselves a kill onto Mira. Chase for more. The Ravage gets blown, and there's going to be the full control onto Laurel. Can he get back towards the fountain? Maposka with a 3-man catch inside the cogs, but who's caught with whom? Actually, the Aegis will be popped. First life is gone. Omar tries to disengage. Doesn't actually take that much damage. Collapse with the BKB, but they get the control. Tier 2K is dead, and now they can hunt for more now that the Slark has fallen. While in the meantime, top set of racks has been secured for Team Spirit. So the split push is very favorable here. Team Spirit get the kill on the Slark, and they get a full set of racks in return. That is a huge W for Spirit.
Eliminated. The Assassinate. Barely not finishing him off, but there's a Maposhka in the bottom lane trying to do his best to escape. Force Staff causes good trouble, and the power cogs will be enough to cover.
Corey,
where's that hex?
That has to be from the Phoenix.
There is strengths of this Ooredoo draft. This is Team Spirit we're talking about after all.
OTA2K.
And the Silver Edge, he could go for the break on the Slark, the follow-up silence. Still not even using the Hex. Doesn't need to use it. Stunned for too long. The BKB allows him to ignore any of the plays from this Tidehunter to try to counteract, and he'll just be taken out as well.
Yatsuro was really on top there. He expected the play to come in, the Ravage to be thrown out. Noob's going for the fight here. Does need to be a little bit careful, but there's T2K. If they don't have full lockdown over this Slark, it's going to be a little bit tougher, and Mira will be taken down, but it did cost them a bunch of buybacks. Laurel with the TP out. Oh my lord, again, just barely. It's a sliver of hope that they managed to get out of there. Exorcism was used in the process. Roche is up in 25. That's going to be the third Roche. There will not be a Rubik for it.
Talking about a 44% movement slow.
Oh, Slark needs to get out of there. He's stunned. The toss-back play from Omar, saving TA2K so he can pop his ulti. The Phoenix Egg is there as well. They're going to chase for more. The second Ravage gets thrown. It gets the stun onto Laurel, and Laurel is going to get controlled up. Yatro with the TP out gets hexed by Kaori. Kaori is again on his tippy toes. The man is too fast to respond, and there's going to be the control. Ravage stolen by Mira comes out. Yatro, though, still gets hexed in the process. Actually, Yatro
going back in on this.
They all buy back to rejoin the fray, but they get the control here. Yatro is going to get completely stunned up in the process. They manage to take down Yatro, but he fully buys back. They get the kill onto TA2K. No, Slark, no tied for
Go
the foreseeable
buyback.
future. They need to disengage. They do get the Icarus dive back. It's a 4-man buyback, and the Dire have only one available onto Noob. But
They have so much space. Spear might have just clutched this out.
The massive buybacks coming into play there, and it's going to be really hard to deal with this. Noob charging forward, but he's just getting controlled completely. Avalanche toss in. Noob can heal up. No, he cannot. The last hurrah, the last defense is not going to work out. And we have a game number 3, so the interviews are going to have to wait a little bit longer.
Things look rough.
Goes for another DP mid, even though he did
Lane while orbing to farm some additional jungle creeps. Able to just get that step ahead. Meanwhile, Mira getting a step behind as the Clockwork gets him trapped in some cogs. Set up to use the stun to try to follow. Barely able to get out of that. At least he's able to find that space. Meanwhile, Yutaro able to snack on Omar's courier and will snack on.
And bottom lane, it got very close right now. Speaking of close, they're going in. TA2K gets a kill onto Collapse. Always a little bit dangerous. Mira has level 2 Fade Bolt. Whiter is being slowed down completely. And with the headshots from Yatoro coming through, can Whiter get himself out of there? Laurel, in the meantime, dies to Omar's rotation towards mid, but it is going to be Whiter losing his life. And that sniper's how that Maposhka was in his right next to them. And they are going to go in onto Corey. That should most likely be a dead Clockwork. Waveform forward. TA2K does manage to find a kill in return, while Noob gets another kill.
Need to contest and fight their way through. Good bait forcing Puck to use the utility. This Morphling having to use all the strength gain, and in spite of it, with
the double damage rolling out of there. First roll of the game, not really going to result in much, or is it? Gauri is actually going to get caught in mid. Dreamcoil onto 2 with the TP coming in from the Tiny. It's a very slow TP, but there's TA2K on the Morphling joining in. They get another kill. Third death of Laurel so far. Maposhka is going to get jumped at and chased down and should die.
Mira. It looks like a little wrong there.
Ooh.
Doing his best to stall, but oh no, he catches the Rubik in the cogs, unfortunately. I mean, maybe he's been nerfed enough into the ground. This Morphling should be able to outscale later.
I click the Morphling, they're like, okay, we gotta get out of here. Mira must be somewhere, or Maposhka must be somewhere, and he's doing a significant amount of damage here on the sniper already.
Yeah, understandably scared. They've been able to catch both the Puck and Morphling, 2 characters that are normally...
Game pretty close as we speak. No chase onto Omar, snowball in, avalanche in return. Omar's going to get taken down. Actually, Maposhka gets tossed further forward, and Maposhka...
It's a fairly good idea, and I'd say it's working, considering he's in the top of the net worth, over 1,000 net worth ahead of the Puck. The Exorcism dedicated. That won't stop using the rolling boulder to be able to get away. Going to be able to ignore the Exorcism. And with the Beastmaster Roar, with the flank, and even the Sniper rotate, so much damage to be pumped out. Pingo almost being isolated. And
when you're an item timing behind the enemy. Oh, Corey is another easy pick. Yatoro can... Stolen coil.
And oh no, the stolen coil too. Not only are you having a hard time finding effectiveness with this coil, you're having the Puck steal it. Not able to have any success either. Well, that's okay. The Rolling Thunder is going to come on in.
Getting kind of out of hand. Post guy is going to get spotted. They'll be able to get that kill secured. Mira's looking for a nice spell.
To check a flank from the south. That won't be coming in. It'll be from the north directly in. They found the Clockwork. He gets the hook shot off, but that's all he'll find. Buybacked immediately, but Omar's also been taken out, and I don't know how much they want to reinitiate back into this.
Yeah, Laurel just roll up, Rolling Thunder. Doesn't care about your Dreamcoil shenanigans whatsoever. And we'll be able to get out. Assassinate from Yatoro to add insult to injury. Secure that kill. And Rose should.
And the DP will be respawning.
Oh, the lift!
Already gone. Oh, the timing. The Rubik too quick.
High ground. Nice roll up timing there.
Shot.
but still is going to get silenced up in the process. Can he get away? No, he cannot. Laurel is dead, but Jethro TP through, and TA2K, look at that damage! Jumps in with the snowball onto Corey, double kill again. Swashbuckle hits him just long range.
Goodness.
That's pretty neat. Jump in. They're actually going for collapse. Can they kill him off with the waveform in? And the roar gets thrown out. The Morphling takes a lot of damage. He's actually going to die to the creeps. Oh, the turnaround play comes through. Snowball chase for more. Walrus Punch holds down Omar while the rest... Immediately Mira is going to chase for Voiter. Can they interrupt the TP? Yes, they can, because he stole the cogs, and they'll even find the Clockwork in the trees, trying to get himself out of there. Voiter and Corey both going to get locked down. Snowball in from Maposhka. The damage should be there. The Swashbuckle secured, and it's going to be the GG call after the team wipe has been made. Team Spirit in game number 3 do not want to toy around. They win this one very cleanly.
Right. Trinkets.